Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Right now we are headed towards the shop where I'm gonna have the turbo rebuilt and the car retuned. So without further ado, let's skip forward right to when we get to the place. Okay guys, so here we are now at Speed Point Garage. Coincidentally, there's another STi hatch that's currently being worked on here. So yeah, let's go head on right inside and basically talk with the tuner. So here's one thing we found out. Turns out the exhaust gasket from the manifold to the turbo up pipe was, as you can see, completely, I guess, destroyed. There's a huge crack or fracture here. So yeah, can't use that anymore. And this is the culprit from yesterday's track day. The pipe here is completely drenched in oil, and one side it's just completely torn to shreds from like opening and closing it back and forth. Yeah, it's all just covered in oil. And here is the condition of whatever is underneath the turbo. The power steering rack, the bracket, the transmission bell housing, it's all soaked in oil as well from the hose slipping off. So we found yet another problem. So this is the internal wastegate on the VF48, and as you can see here, this is the port for the internal wastegate, and over here there's a pretty nasty fracture, which explains this like hissing sound I would normally hear whenever I go on partial throttle. So yeah, I guess I'll have to go for an external wastegate setup now, now that the wastegate on the turbo is busted. So here's a comparison of the old center housing rotating assembly and the new one. Obviously the old one's a lot worse for wear, especially with the rubber seal or like gasket around the edges here. Around the back, the turbine wheels are roughly the same. I don't know like the difference in weight, but they are both cast, so they should be mostly the same. As for the compressor wheel, the old one uses a 6-blade design, and it is also cast aluminium. Inside, you can see it's quite corroded from the previous owner using regular water in the cooling system. So yeah, that one's also a write-off. One thing I am surprised about, I didn't know that the path for the air to flow out was this tiny. I guess it kind of explains why the air heats up so much. Also, like I said earlier, since the wastegate is fractured, we're gonna have to like weld the original wastegate and then install an external wastegate on the turbo up pipe. Thankfully, the shop will take care of it while I will be going out for a quick vacation with my family for New Year's. And with that, Happy New Year, everybody. Thank you so much for following along with my journey with the STi this year. Hopefully next year will be even better. With that being said, Thanks for watching, stay safe, and see you in the next one. Goodbye.
We can both explore this star is wrong.